When I first saw this feature on the list of new features, I thought, okay. Didn't realize how helpful it is and how fun it is, and it's going to be a lifesaver for a lot of people. So imagine with me, you're sitting down, you've dialed in a tone that you really like on your guitar. And you got, let's just say, a riff that you're kind of excited about playing. And then you say, okay, the tempo's 150, let's record something. And then you press record or play to kind of play along with the tempo. I've been like a Nashville guy for a long time. So I've gotten to the point where the sound of a regular metronome actually feels fine to me. I enjoy it. It's kind of a fun thing. That's not the case for a lot of people. A lot of people have a really hard time playing along to that metronome. So there's two responses to this. One, probably a good idea to get good at playing along to a metronome. That's just a skill to develop over the next few months. Two, for now, when you need to jam out, it'd be so nice to jam along to a drum kit of some sort versus that sterile tick, tick, tick of the metronome. Now, in the past, the way you've had to do this is to pull in a drum software of some sort, dial in a drum loop, or go find a drum loop and bring it into your session and play along to it. Well, now you've got the drums built into the metronome inside of Studio Pro. So your metronome, in case you didn't know, it's down here in the bottom. It looks like a metronome. And if we just hold down on this, let's actually go to the metronome setup window, and I'll kind of walk you through what we got here. So a lot of this is the way it's always been. This top 2/3 is normal. We can change whether it plays in playback or only during recording. Pre-count, I like to leave that off. I like the metronome musty sound, but we have a bunch of sounds available to us, and you can actually add your own sound, which is always fun. I had it once where it literally went click, click, click. It had my voice saying the word click. It was silly. But these are all here. So the most important piece is, in case you've never used the metronome and you want to use it, this is where you can set it up exactly how you want it. So if I hit play right now, that's giving me an accent on the beat and then 3 beats, quieter beats off the beat. If I want subdivisions, I can just turn this up. So I can go. So that's always available to you. But what I want to show you in this video is this magical little section down here. If I click this button, instead of having a click, I now have a drum beat. When I just press play, there's nothing in my session. This is just the metronome now. Right? And of course, it's not just one, but a whole bunch of actually categorized different grooves. So you can either find one that's appropriate for the song you're working on or find a specific one that's pretty straightforward that you can use for anything, but there's a lot here. So let's just sift through a few of these and hear what they sound like. Okay, so these all have like a bit of a swing to it. Let's just go with maybe straight rock. That's the one we already heard. How about medium rock? Kind of like that indie rock one. It's pretty straightforward. I like the tambourine instead of the like the regular hi-hat. Kind of interesting. And it's pretty straightforward, so now I should be able to play along to that fairly easily. Let's check it. I mean, it's just a normal little riff. But I got into that. I actually forgot I was doing a video there for a second because that was a lot more fun than this. I mean, to be fair, that's still kind of fun. This is way more fun. Anyway, you get the idea. What's cool about this is it's my click. So if I close this window and just get to work building a song, at any point I can just press C on the keyboard to turn my click off. So I can go from hearing it to not hearing it. It is now my metronome sound versus the normal click as before. I was texting Gregor about this, and he said he was using this and forgot about it. Couldn't figure out why he kept hearing drums when he was soloing something else, or why were drums playing all the time, because it was the metronome. So it's a new feature you might have to get used to. I kind of dig it. I don't know if I'll use just one groove. It's cool to have multiple. Maybe you just find a nice straight one, but there's a couple other things that are pretty interesting about this. One is this tempo, 150 is pretty loud, or pretty fast. So I could actually, turn this off. I could actually go in and change the speed. So go halftime, which maybe is an interesting difference. And if the tempo is really slow, we could also go double time with the same beat. Ooh, that's kind of fun too. We have a lot available to us. So if you've not explored this yet, I highly recommend checking it out. When this here, by the way, adjusts the volume. So if you start off and you're like, man, that's way louder than everything else, you can pull this down so it's just at the right volume for what you need it to be, and then close this and you're good to go. Final thing, you can render your click into the session. So if we just click render, it'll either just go from timeline start to session end, or a specific loop range, or you can render them as an instrument track. All of these are available to you. So if I decide, you know what, I really like that drum sound, I want to keep it as a part of the production, you could do that by just rendering it out from the click. So you're not stuck with saying, I really like that. I can't make anything else that sounds like that little groove that I really got attached to. You could add it and then supplement it, or use it as a part of your sound with other stuff. I've had situations like that where I've built a loop just for producing the song with the intention of getting rid of the loop later when I replace it with real drums or a drum machine or something like that, and only to become so attached to the loop that it becomes integral to the song. So you may find that to be the case as well. And in that instance, it's yay, it's good, but it's also a little sad because now you probably can't ever use that specific metronome sound again because you use it on a song. But I'd say that's probably worthwhile. Hey, thanks for watching. My name's Joe Gilder. See you in the next one.